In his 1996 book The Clash of Civilizations and the Remaking of World Order, Harvard political scientist Samuel P. Huntington argued that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a fundamental clash between the Western and Islamic civilizations. He wrote, "The crisis in the Middle East is the most dangerous and intractable conflict in the world today. It is also the conflict with the greatest potential to draw in and embroil other civilizations." Huntington believed that the conflict is unlikely to be resolved peacefully, and that it will continue to be a source of instability and violence in the region. He wrote, "The conflict between Israelis and Palestinians is not simply a territorial dispute, but a clash of civilizations. It is a conflict between two peoples with different religions, cultures, and values. The Israelis are a Western people, while the Palestinians are an Islamic people. These two civilizations have been in conflict for centuries, and this conflict is unlikely to be resolved anytime soon." Huntington's views on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict have been criticized by some scholars, who argue that he overstates the role of civilization in the conflict and understates the importance of other factors, such as nationalism and economic inequality. However, Huntington's work remains influential, and his views on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict continue to be debated by scholars and policymakers. Here is a more detailed description of Huntington's views on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Huntington believed that the conflict is rooted in the different civilizations of the Israelis and Palestinians. The Israelis are a Western people, while the Palestinians are an Islamic people. These two civilizations have been in conflict for centuries, and this conflict is unlikely to be resolved anytime soon. Huntington also believed that the conflict is exacerbated by the fact that it is a zero-sum game. Both sides believe that they can only achieve their goals at the expense of the other side. This makes it difficult for the two sides to compromise and reach a negotiated settlement. Huntington argued that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a major threat to international peace and security. The conflict has the potential to draw in other countries and regions, and it could lead to a wider war. Huntington's views on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict are controversial, but they are also influential. His work has helped to shape the way that many people think about the conflict. Noam Chomsky has been a vocal critic of Samuel P. Huntington's work. Chomsky has argued that Huntington's thesis is essentialist and dangerous, and that it ignores the many factors that contribute to conflict, such as nationalism, economic inequality, and imperialism.